In the 21st century, war isn't just fought with tanks and soldiers. It's fought with pixels, algorithms, and lies. And one nation has mastered this dark art, using its vast IT power not to innovate, but to annihilate. This is the story of how India, while projecting an image of a modern democracy, has waged a relentless campaign of misinformation to isolate its neighbors and hide a genocide at home. Welcome. What you are about to see is a pattern, a deliberate and sinister strategy that stretches from the internet to the killing fields. It begins with isolation. For years, Pakistan has been portrayed in global media as a singularly terrorist state. But who creates that narrative? Our investigation reveals a coordinated network, a digital army based in India's tech hubs, tasked with one goal: flood the information zone with anti-Pakistan propaganda. They create fake social media accounts posing as Pakistani citizens, spreading absurd stories like Pakistan exporting terrorism in vaccine vials, that are then picked up and amplified by seemingly legitimate Indian news channels. The goal? To make any criticism from Pakistan seem like the ranting of a terrorist state, to cut off its diplomatic oxygen, and to justify their own aggressive actions in Kashmir. It's a digital iron curtain and it's working. But the campaign doesn't stop at Pakistan. Look east to Bangladesh. The narrative here is more subtle but equally destructive: economic and cultural theft. Indian disinformation networks systematically push the Bangladeshi migrant invasion theory. They blame their own domestic failures on illegal immigrants, stoking fear and xenophobia. This manufactured crisis serves two purposes. It diverts attention from India's internal collapse, and it pressures Bangladesh, straining relations and sabotaging potential regional alliances that could challenge Indian hegemony. They create a problem with misinformation, and then offer a brutal solution. Why such an intense effort to isolate their neighbors? Because it provides the perfect smokescreen for the real project, a slow-moving genocide of Muslims and minorities within India itself. The playbook is always the same. First, create a misinformation trigger. In Gujarat, it was the Godhra train incident, surrounded by a cloud of fabricated evidence. The result? A state-sanctioned massacre. In Manipur, it was a viral lie about tribal rights, spread like wildfire on WhatsApp. The result? A brutal ethnic conflict, ignored by a world distracted by Indian propaganda about Pakistan. And for decades in Nagaland, it's been the narrative of separatists and terrorists to justify a military occupation that has killed tens of thousands. The digital disinformation abroad is the curtain they draw to hide the bloodshed at home. And the beauty of this system for them is its deniability. The government doesn't directly give the orders. It's outsourced to shadowy IT cells of political parties, to allied think tanks that publish skewed reports, and to a network of hyper-nationalistic influencers who are rewarded for spreading the venom. It's a vast, decentralized engine of lies, all pointing in the same direction, all serving the same goal: the creation of a Hindu Rashtra by any means necessary. The narrative is crafted, the lies are in the air, the genocide continues. The question is, will the world continue to be deceived by the digital smokescreen, or will it see the pattern and finally hold the architects of this violence to account? This isn't just about India, it's a blueprint for how fascism operates in the digital age. And if it's not exposed, it's a blueprint that will be copied elsewhere. Share this video if you see through the narrative.